Back when I was a music teacher, I had two students who one played a bit of keyboards and one played a bit of guitar. And the piano playing student looked at the guitar playing student when she played something on the guitar, which was pretty basic, and said, "I could never play like that. That's so cool." Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo. It's good to have you along. Yes, I'm going to talk about how you can learn with confidence. And depending upon the type of person you are, you might really like what I have to say, or you might not like it. But I guess there's only one way to find out. So, the story that I told you in the beginning, absolutely true. They were in 7th or 8th grade at the time. And the keyboard playing girl, as far as I know, she never did learn how to play guitar. And that's a shame, because she wanted to. She was the opposite of confident. But I'm here to tell you that regardless of what you want to play, whether it's this, or this, you can absolutely do it. Now, we're all plagued by insecurities, and I think insecurities are something that play a role in this whole kind of dynamic. The thing that I talked about, the story that I told, where this piano-playing, keyboard-playing girl, she didn't even try to learn to play guitar because she was plagued by insecurities. I know for a fact that she was. She had loads of different issues plaguing her. And it stops us from learning. Another thing that a lot of people think of is, how quickly will I learn? No one knows how quickly you will learn. No one knows how big your potential is. But why couldn't you learn? Really think about that. What's there stopping you from learning? I mean, if you're missing an arm, valid reason. Something along those lines. Short fingers, not a valid reason. You don't want to learn. Valid reason, but what are you doing here then? If you say, because I'm so bad, that's not a valid reason. Everyone sucks when they start. It's pretty much what the piano playing girl was saying when she said, I could never learn to play guitar. She was talking herself down. But that's defining yourself, your future self now, which is completely wrong. It's you who are stopping yourself from learning. Now, how quickly will you learn? I don't know. What I do know is that you need to give it a good go. And even the question, how quickly will I learn? There's an implied understanding there that you learn something and it's finished. There's an end to the journey. There is no end. It is the journey of learning. You learn, you play, and then you learn some more, and you play some more. Maybe you make an album. Maybe you just sit around by the campfire. There is no finished article until we're laid to eternal rest. That's pretty definite. And I know I used to think like this as well. It might be something to do with how we're educated. I'm not sure. We get grades and then we get our degree, our whatever, and then we start to work and we're done studying. We will never have to learn again. I would actually ask the question, when will I learn enough that it becomes fun? And that will not take nearly as long as when will I learn? I found that it took me about 2 weeks when I learned how to play this. And so on, left-handed. And I didn't even have a goal. So if you have a goal, it should be even more fun. I was just doing it for a video. And I was just doing 15 minutes per day. And after 2 weeks, I noticed it was really tough the first 2 weeks. The beginning, the first few days were pretty easy. Then it was a rough patch. I forced myself to go on because it was for a video. And after 2 weeks, I noticed I could play a bit more. So I wanted to practice more. And if I wanted to practice more, then that's fun, isn't it? And if it's fun, why would you have to worry about when you're finished with it? It's fun. Keep on going. See how far you get. No one knows what your potential is, but there is nothing you can do about your potential. So why worry about it? Just go. Dream big. Go as far as you can. And that goes for basically everything. This is a video in the beginner series. And if you haven't watched the beginner series, it starts from here. If you want to support the channel, there's a link to buy me a coffee, or you can leave me a super thanks here on YouTube. I hope this lifts your spirits. Go and practice. Do it. Take care. See you. Goodbye.